Hey guys, and welcome back to another recap of Love Island USA Season 5. Today we are talking about episodes 12 and 13. So I was supposed to come on here yesterday and film um, episode 12, but I wasn't feeling too good, so I didn't, I took my notes, but I didn't get a chance to film the video. But there's so much that happened in episode 13 that I just want to just skim over episode 12 um, a little bit. So, in episode 12, Keenan and Keenan and KK, they go to the hideaway room. Now this seems like a little early for the hideaway room. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, was this early? Because it just seemed like it was always just a little bit later in the season in the past. But they seem to have a good time. They got champagne and strawberries. KK gives a really good toast. But the only thing about the toast that it made me feel like it was setting us up for future disappointment. And as we know in episode 13, that turned out to be correct. Um, Leo talks to Destiny about the conversation he had with Anna and how Anna almost walked in on Kassy and him kissing. Um, and then Anna talks with Marco and Hannah about her conversation with Leo. Now, the one thing that was getting just a little bit annoying was the reassurance that Anna needed to about if whether or not she was doing the right thing or not. Girl, you know or you don't. You don't need that reassurance. If you have to ask, then you're doubting yourself, and then maybe that's pretty much your answer. You pretty much are overreacting. Um, I'm trying to see. Um, Okay, so the next day when KK and Keena come back, they talk to each other, to their prospective groups about what happened in the hideaway room. Um, Now, me as an older adult and has a child who is 16, so she's almost an adult. I often wonder, what do the parents think about who watching the show, about especially their daughters, um when they do go to the hideaway room, because it's almost assumed that you know they did the do. And like, I guess just like for me, um I would just, I'll be almost just a little bit embarrassed, even though your kids are grown, they could do what they want to do. You probably did it as somebody who's younger, um you probably, what I'm trying to say, I know when I was that age, I done things that, but I wouldn't want my mother to know. But I just often wonder what the parents just think about that, because what if their friends are watching and then they like, girl, I didn't know your daughter moved fast like that and stuff. So I just often wonder that. So um also, Bergie and Hannah have a conversation about Carmen, and it hits to him that the sparkle is gone with Carmen. He always feels like, well, I wrote down in my notes, good boys always finish last. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. I can guarantee you, in the end, Bergie's going to be the happy one. He's going to have a hot wife, because that's just always how it turns out with some of our nerdy guys. Um, so Leo gets a text about a pool party. And while they're having the pool party, that's when we meet our three new islanders. So we met Kenzo, who is from Arizona, but he's originally from Mexico. Um, he looks like, I wrote down, he looks like, I'm not telling my age, but this used to come on Nick at Night. It was a show called Welcome Back, Kotter. And I said he looks like the Mexican, the younger Mexican version of Mr. Back Kotter. And if I can insert the picture of him, I will. So we also meet Emily, who is from Texas. I don't know her ethnicity. She gives me biracial, but I don't know. Um, and then Jonah, who is from California. And as I learned in reading the comments of another video that Jonah's stepfather is African American, and his parents are Argentinian. Um, so one of the things that I wrote down was I was like, this must be the Latin explosion of Love Island. This should be Latin Island, because I learned through last night's episode that Hannah is Mexican. I don't know if she's full Mexican or part Mexican. I don't know, but we find out that she's Mexican. So a lot of our Islanders are multiracial. It seems like. Um, Now this is the one thing that uh, Emily talks with the girls. And so she's telling the girls that she's looking for her baby daddy and how she used to be a slut. I really, if that was me, I really wouldn't tell people that. Especially, saying that you're looking for your baby daddy. Because I'm like, well, you're not looking for a husband? You're not looking for that? You don't want you just want a baby daddy. Because back in my day, terms like baby daddy, baby mama, they were derogatory terms. So it was meant as a sign of disrespect when you use those terms. So it's just kind of weird for me to hear somebody say, well, they're looking for their baby daddy. No, you need to be looking for your husband. I mean, that's just me. But I did say, at least her and Kassy will get along. You know. And Kassy does give her some good advice. At the end, she said, go for yourself. Who cares what anybody else thinks? They also play a game in that episode, but I'm not going to go over that. Hannah, KK, and Destiny are talking about Emily, and they think that she is going to be the one that blows things up in the villa. So now we are on episode 13. So later in that evening, Emily is talking with the girls, and they asked her, who did she had a chance to talk to, basically like who she's feeling. And so at that point, she's only had the chance to talk to Marco. And she thinks that he seems to be a real respectable guy, which Destiny pretty much laughs at. Jonah pulls Carmen over for a chat. Destiny and Kenzo, they chat with each other. I mean, pretty boring conversations to me, in my opinion. Now, while Emily is talking with Harrison, KK is trying to get a feel for what Keenan thinks of the new girl. He basically thinks she has a nice booty and stuff. And Keenan initially says that he is not interested in Emily, and that KK is his other half. This is real important right here, okay? This is what you said at first. Now we learn also that Leo and Kassy are both liars. Destiny tells Anna about the kiss between Kassy and Leo. Anna confronts Kassy about this. I'm so tired of Anna and her privilege. Basically, it's like, how dare you? You didn't even bother to tell me. Girl, you're not dating him for real, for real. You're in a couple, but you're not dating for real. That is not really your man. So, and Kassy is not really your friend. At this point, she's a castmate. She's an acquaintance at best. Okay? And it made me go back to, I think it was, episode 4, when Kassy is confronting Leo about the game and the kiss that he had with Anna, and how she didn't know that Anna was that interested in Leo. So it's like, why are you expecting so much from Kassy? See, she got me up here defending Kassy, and I don't even like the girl. when you didn't give that much respect to Kassy when Kassy was coupled up with him, but you want that same respect. All right, girl, bye. Okay. I'm sorry, the light is getting on my nerves. So take my glasses off. Okay. So Kassy goes on lying about, well, I didn't know he was gonna kiss me. It just happened. Girl, you asked for that kiss. You damn near begged for that kiss. You you didn't know what was gonna happen when you sat there. I think you wanna kiss me. Really, girl? You didn't know what was gonna happen? Okay, lying. But at this point, Anna's just like, I don't want nothing else to do with neither one of y'all. I'm done. This really upsets Kassy, makes her cry. This is what's confusing about you, Kassy, because you sit there and you say you're not that girl. You tell Emily, go for what you want. This is what we're here for. So you going after what you want, which is Leo. So why are you crying about what Anna got to say? Because what Anna got to say don't mean nothing. Because at the end of the day, they have broke things off. So at this point, by the time y'all kissing and stuff, it's whatever. But anyway, I digress. Kassy does go back and not confront. I don't want to say confront, but she talks to Leo. And basically tells him that yes, somebody told Anna about us kissing, because Kassy was like, well, I didn't tell nobody, so I don't even know how you know, because I didn't say anything. Leo tells Kassy, oh, Destiny saw us kissing. She walked in and saw us kissing. No, she didn't, Leo. You told her. You told her. But then go, well, I don't think it was Destiny who would say something. But later on, Destiny does tell Kassy, I just want you to know that I'm the one who told Anna that you and Leo kiss. I just want you to hear it from me and not from anybody else. Okay. So now, next day, there is a group date. The newbies, the bombshells, they get to go on a date. Emily decides to go on a date with Marco. Kenzo goes on a date with Carmen. And Jonah goes on a date with Hannah. Boring. I could care less. Now, it does seem like Emily and Marco, they're getting along pretty good and stuff. But like I said, just boring. What I'm really interested in is the next set of dates. Because Jonah picks Destiny. Emily picks Harrison. And Kenzo picks Anna. I don't know why he picked Anna. I really don't. I think that Anna got picked because I think they pre-planned this, because I don't think Kenzo would have picked Anna. I just really don't. Anna's just too goofy. And when you look back at the conversation that he was having with Destiny, he seemed to be a little bit more connected with Destiny and their conversation that they were having. So I don't think Anna is really his type. Like, I think he does like her personality, but as far as to being in a couple with him, I think he wants somebody a little bit more serious. She was just a little too goofy, just a little too, I don't got time for that. But then again, I'm grown, so I don't got time for that. But I loved the vibe and the connection that Destiny and Jonah had. Now, granted, I didn't really care for Jonah when he came in. I think he's good looking. He's a good looking guy. But I couldn't really, besides him saying shit, which I always thought was fun, shit. Besides that, I really couldn't grasp Jonah until I saw him with Destiny. And they both sitting up there just like, oh. Now that's when I got down with Jonah, and I was like, okay, Jonah, fun. Okay, okay. He grew on me. He grew on me. So I hope that they get together, because I think that would be a really good match, um, for those two to get together. Um, Emily and Keenan, they do have a conversation prior to the dates. They do have a conversation. It seems to be going really well. Um, all of a sudden now we hearing Keenan talking about the connection, the attraction, the physical attraction between him and Emily. KK KK does talk with Keenan, just trying to get a sense of where his head is at. All of a sudden now, Keenan's talking about, oh, well, she wants to get to know me. I'm not going to deny her that. Oh, now you want to get to know her. Now you want to get to know her. Okay. That's what pissed me off. Because just the night before, you telling KK, oh, well, I ain't really trying to get to know her. She alright, but I know what I got over here. You're my, what he say? What exactly did he say? He telling her that oh shoot, I wrote it down, but I just don't feel like looking for it. That that she his other half, but now you want to get to know another girl. Okay, this is why I hated the hiding room being this early, because more likely than not they did the do, and so now KK just feels stupid, and so she's crying to Anna and telling her that every time I decide to let my guard down, I get disappointed. Okay, I think one of the things that KK wanted to say but she didn't say is that as an African American, this happens to us sometimes, where a person will leave us and the next person that they're dating is somebody who is either lighter than us, or a different race, ethnicity, whatever. I felt like that's what she wanted to say, because she said that they always go for somebody who's more outgoing than her, who has like a better personality than her. There's nothing wrong with KK, and KK is hot. Okay, there's absolutely nothing wrong with her, but it felt like she was getting ready to say, but she stopped herself, that they always leave her for somebody who is lighter or that of another race. So I felt like that's what she wanted to say in that instance. They had the dates. So later on that evening, Emily and no, Emily wants to chat with Keenan again. KK like, no, absolutely not. Because at this point she has already stated to like her friends, like, I barely had any time with him today. So she felt like that was her time. And here comes this girl trying to come over here and have another chat with him. And then he expressed, well, I was a little upset that you didn't pick me for a date. Okay. So now you really feeling this chick. Okay. I'm just... Ooh. Keenan has disappointed me. I'm totally disappointed in Keenan. But you know what though? Maybe this is something else that he needed to assure him of his relationship with Kassy. Because if you remember, this happened to Sydney last season, and I don't remember the guy his name, that this happened with them, but then everything worked out. So you never know. Maybe it's meant to be, and this is just something else that needs to happen. I've had it happen in my life. My boyfriend and I, we broke up for about a year. He dated somebody else, but we got back together. So if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If it's not, it's not. So, Emily gets a text that there's a recoupling. That's gonna happen on this episode. I don't know what's gonna happen. I think Emily's either going to pick Marco or Keenan. Just looking at the expressions of Hannah and Kassy, and not Kassy, KK. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen there. So it's going to be real interesting. And then because the three New Islanders get to pick who they want to couple up with, I'm a little bit confused if it's just them three or is everybody going to have a recoupling. So I'm interested in seeing that. So that is it. Tell me in the comments, guys, what did you think of episodes 12 and 13? Are you watching? I'm interested in knowing what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Because I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to get more and more and more into doing these reviews. I still have Love After Lockup that I want to review since they only on the first 2 episodes. So that's one that I'm working on next. So thank you, guys. Don't forget, like I said, like, comment, share, and see you next time. Alrighty, guys. Bye bye.